I'm in a fucking mood today. I almost fucking kicked this dog. It's fucking crazy. So I'm fucking walking, right? And I'm walking, and I don't have a mask on, and I end up coughing right as I'm passing by this woman who is walking her dog. I had just seen her walk out of the building. I'm walking like one or two steps kind of right by her because of the type of cough it was, and I'm not wearing a mask or whatever. I didn't have a chance to cover my mouth. Like, I just didn't have a chance to, right? And here's the thing, before I go any further, that I believe that I got COVID last year because somebody coughed in my face. Hey, going in. And so, realistically, it's something that I don't fucking like at all. You know what I mean? I don't like it when people cough with their mouth open like that either. So I can kind of understand where she's coming from. But the thing is, as I'm walking, I'm like, I realize that she has this fucking dog and she lives there. You know what I mean? And it's like, the fact is, I've been living in this neighborhood for fucking ever. And one of the things about this neighborhood is whether it be fucking, even if you get the homeless people out or like not take them out of the equation as far as piss and shit, there's a whole bunch of piss and shit in the fucking streets all because of fucking dogs. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. So like, so I turned back to her and I basically fucking confronted her and I'm like, yo, you fucking, you live in that building and you fucking walking that dog pissing all over these fucking streets and you're talking to me. And then I noticed she fucking has a mask on and I'm like, you have a fucking mask on. You're doing what you need to do to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck are you basically what it comes down, and she stopped to talk to me. And this is the funny thing about that. Because this is the thing. When I've had people sometimes on Muni or like on the streets or whatever that'll like fucking start talking to me. And I'm like if I don't have my mask on and they don't have their mask on, it fucking pisses me off. Like basically what was happening, this morning, in the sense of I didn't have my mask on. This woman had her mask on. I know that when I'm in that type of situation, I'm fucking thinking to myself, this motherfucker's talking to me, when he's too close, because I was fairly close to her. He's talking to me fairly close. Why the fuck am I, I don't stand there. I move away. I don't keep talking to them. Because I'm thinking to myself, fuck that. This motherfucker's crazy. He's crazy. You know what I mean? And like realistically, I would understand if she fucking did that to me this morning or whatever. But anyway, the whole fucking point is that she wasn't. That's what I pointed out to her was, you're not fucking concerned about COVID. This isn't about fucking COVID. Because if it was about COVID, you wouldn't even fucking be standing here right now talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you were just fucking trying to fucking be rude. And I think it just is, the reason I fucking want to talk about it is, A, because I'm in a fucking mood, and I almost kicked a dog. I was ready to kick a dog. And I think, every time I think about it, it's just, what it is obviously, I have a compassion for animals, but not that much. What it comes down to is, like, for somebody like her, right? Like, so she woke up this morning and basically chose violence because it just is what it is. Like, there was no need for her. She could have just kind of went on with her day, right? Like, because if practically speaking, yes, I ended up coughing by her, but we're outside. You know what I mean? Like, so we're in the fresh air. At that time, maybe I may have not been 6 feet from her, but I was definitely at least 3 to 4 feet from her. You know what I'm saying? Like, more than likely, it's just not something. I understand that me personally, I also would have been thinking about it, but what I wouldn't have done is done that whole underneath your breath shit of, cover your mouth, or at the very least, I would have handled it the way she handled it, in which we had this little kind of seemingly altercation where I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's no reason for you to fucking be talking like that. All you're trying to be is fucking rude. But that's the point about it, though. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between if you're actually concerned about some shit, you're concerned about fucking COVID, I get it. I am too, believe you me. But don't use that as an excuse to fucking be rude to people. And that's what she was fucking doing. You know what I mean? Like, there was no, for whatever reason, she had more compassion towards that fucking animal than me this morning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why I can sometimes get to the point where I'm like, I'll fuck up that dog. You know what I mean? Like, because you need to apparently learn what's actually really fucking important. And realistically, I am at all points of time, another human being, me, will be more important than that fucking dog. And if I need to kill the dog for you to fucking understand that, then that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm in one of those fucking moods. But also, I feel like this is the weird thing about me. I would love to be able to fucking apologize to her and be like, look, yo, realistically, or at the very least state to her the one thing that I didn't state to her, which is factually, I would have done pretty much exactly what you've done. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm reacting the way I'm reacting because I'm a different person right now and all this other shit. But the fact of the matter is, it annoys the fuck out of me when people are coughing like that and they don't cover their mouths. So it's not as if I couldn't understand where she was coming from. But like I said, it's more... She just took the opportunity to fucking be rude. It wasn't really about like, oh, COVID or anything else. It was just like, I'm gonna fucking be rude to this guy because apparently she couldn't fucking understand that I didn't cough like that on purpose by her. You know what I mean? Like, I just happened to have coughed. I wasn't able to cover up my mouth in time. We're fucking out in the street as it is. She just really didn't fucking need to make it that big of a fucking deal. And so then what I did this morning is not what's usual for me, but then I made it a fucking big deal. Because I had basically walked away from her for a little bit and then I turned around and was like, wait a second, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's my morning so far.